Bring in Trump senior advisor Jason Miller. I mean, has there been anything wrong with this convention? It seems flawless.
Don't jinx it.
I just jinxed it.
Jesse, come on. It has been so good. The team has worked very hard, but these everyday American speakers, we just saw Mr. Bellavia a moment ago. These people have such powerful stories, whether it be talking about what's happening in our communities with crime, whether it be the border, whether it be the economy. They're the ones who are really carrying this. And of course, tonight, I think a star will be born with Senator J.D. Vance. And of course, tomorrow night with President Trump. These are the big headliners.
So you've orchestrated this convention to showcase what exactly? The average American who's hard at work, and the theme is either safety, the theme is prosperity, and you see the Republican Party growing and unifying in a way that I've never seen it before. Is that what's driving it?
Absolutely. What we want to do is show how President Trump is going to help every American in this country, whether they're a Trump supporter, whether they're not a Trump supporter, maybe they're trying to make up their mind still. He can make a difference in people's lives immediately on day one. He can secure the border. He can drill, baby, drill. People are so skeptical about politics with everything going on. And as they see the strength and resilience from President Trump, especially only a few days after an assassination attempt, for him to be here fighting for them, and you see that in contrast to what's going on with the Democrats and the chaos at the White House. We could go on and on about that, but President Trump is ready to deliver now.
So Joe Biden now has COVID. This is the third time, and it's going to sideline him for God knows how long. What does this mean for the Trump campaign?
Well, we keep running the game that we're set ahead to go and do, and that's talking about President Trump's vision. A lot of people remember it was only a few short years ago we had that great economy. We had the secure border. Putin was not invading Ukraine. Hamas was not attacking Israel. We can get back to that really quick with the right leadership. In 2020, President Trump said all of these things would happen under Joe Biden, but many in the mainstream media said, no, President Trump, we think you're lying. It's not going to happen. Let's just put in Joe Biden. Everything will be fine. Well, guess what? Joe Biden destroyed the country, but there's one person who can fix it.
Have you noticed how the media has changed their posture towards the Trump campaign after the debate, as they've tried to move Joe Biden out of there, and then after, obviously, the horrible tragedy on Saturday? Have you noticed anything different?
Well, it has been different, and I think part of the reason is President Trump has been winning over non-traditional Republican voters. As his numbers with African Americans keep going up and up, as his numbers with Latinos and Hispanics go up and up, President Trump is winning with Hispanics as we speak right now. He has record-setting levels with Black Americans. It's making even the media sit up and look. And here's the thing, Jesse, they've pulled a hoax on us for the last several years. They said Joe Biden was fine. They said there was no cognitive impairment issues. And at that debate, when President Trump just absolutely knocked Joe Biden out over and over on these issues, and Biden couldn't defend his record. President Trump went after him on the economy, on the border, and was relentless. Joe Biden collapsed. I've never seen a debate whooping like that.
There has been a reckoning. The people that said there was no evidence that Joe Biden did anything wrong with the Hunter Biden situation, they said that the border was secure. They said that Joe Biden was fit and ready to serve. Right now we're hearing Donald Trump just came out. There he is, Jason Miller. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.